This is the Soundcore Select 4Go. It weighs in at 261 grams and it's got a compact size of 10 by 4 by 2 inches. It's covered with a nice hard fabric exterior that not only feels good, but it looks good too. Now there is a nice sturdy strap attached on the side which makes it super easy to carry around or to clip onto a bag, and if you're worried about it slipping off any surface it's on, you don't need to. On the back, there has these grippy little nubs and a rubber pad on the bottom, making sure it stays put regardless of the surface it's on. And for me, I tested this at 100% volume. This speaker did not move at all. Now the Select 4 Go comes with 5 buttons on the top. It's got power, Bluetooth, play pause, and your plus and minus volume control. And then tucked under this little flap, we got a USB-C port for charging. Now on the inside, you will find a 5-watt mono speaker. It does sound great for most genres of music, but once you have it about 70% volume, that's where I feel like it starts to lose some clarity. Now, this is a Bluetooth only speaker, so there are no other methods of input, but it does support Bluetooth multipoint, which can connect up to multiple devices at once, which is super handy. But there's actually a feature with this speaker that actually uses the multi-point, which I'll get to in a little bit. But first, hey there, my name is Brian and this is Accessify. And on this channel, we do unboxings, reviews, and much more of accessories for your tech. So if that interests you, you know what to do. Now, if you want to check out the Select Go 4 for yourself, there will be a link in the video description, so go free to check that out at any point. Now, the Select 4 Go has an IP67 rated water and dust resistance, so you can bring along with you to the beach or the pool without worrying too much. Now, it does float in the event of it falling into water, which is really handy, but Soundcore does say that the USB-C port could be a weak spot for water if that flap isn't inserted all the way. Not sure how you can have this claim of IP67 rated, but then if you have this little piece of the speaker not fully inserted, it is not water resistant. Not sure how they got that claim, but okay. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a little weird and how that works. But hey, let's just wrap this up with a sound test. Now, please keep in mind, you're gonna be hearing this through your device, so it may differ from the in-person experience, but here's a sound test. Hey everyone, hope you guys are enjoying this video. I just want to say that I have officially launched channel memberships here on the channel. This has been something that I have been thinking about for a while, and I'm honestly glad to say I pulled the trigger and I did it. And the whole goal of this really is to make sure that we can reduce the amount of sponsors that come here on the channel, because one, I don't want to deal with them, but two, you get some benefits out of it as well. And the quality of the channel just improves and gets better and better and better. But hey, I'll have a link down in the video description, or you can just go to the channel's main page, click that join button and see all the benefits that hopefully that will intrigue you. But hey, let's go back to the video. All right, let's talk about battery life, because this is where it gets interesting. Soundcore claims that you will get 20 hours of playback at 40% volume, which is impressive. But of course, I didn't believe this claim at all. So here's the truth. With my testing at 100% volume, you can expect around 5 hours and 25 minutes of non-stop playtime. At 50% volume, you could squeeze just over 9 hours. Now, I didn't do the 40% that Soundcore claimed, but it's crazy to think that even if I did make that 50% to 40%, it probably only would have gotten maybe 13 hours or 12 hours or something, like just maybe you get an extra hour or two. So not sure how they get this 20-hour claim. They must have been playing the most like lo-fi chill music they could find. Not me. I was playing EDM, things that was gonna push the speaker, push the dynamics, everything. And this is the battery life rating that I got. So hopefully that helps out you. But yeah, Soundcore, what a crazy claim you got there. But anyway, let's keep moving on. Now, in the event that the Select Go 4 does have low battery, it's crazy because there's no audio cue or anything when the battery is low. Instead, the LED on top just starts to blink red, which if you don't realize the speaker is dying, it will just die. Now, what is nice, if you do stop playing music at any point, it will automatically shut off to preserve some battery. But when it's plugged in, it won't actually shut off automatically. For some that might be useful, for some maybe not, but just want to let you know. Now, when it comes to charging, it's rated for 5 volt, 1.5 amps input, and the official charging time is supposed to be around 4 hours to what Soundcore claims. But when I tested this, I plugged this into a 20-watt charger and I got 3 hours and 39 minutes. So it's ever so slightly faster. So honestly, regardless of what charger you have, whether it's those tiny Apple 5-watt bricks or you have a monstrous 200-watt charger or something crazy, heck, it's all gonna charge roughly just under that 4-hour time. So there you go. Now there are some additional features that the Select 4 Go has, and it's being able to have custom EQ control. I love this so much. I have it in my Mini 3 speaker that I reviewed. You could check that video out somewhere on the screen if you want. But I loved it because I was able to control the sound to what I wanted to hear. And I think a lot of people are gonna want that for you as well, because there may be somewhere you want really high bass, really low bass, or really high highs and very low highs. I think it all comes down to personal preference, and I love that Soundcore gives us the ability to tune the speaker to what we want to hear for our ears. So that's pretty cool. Now you will see on the in the app as well, you can get an idea of your battery life. Now the downside is that even with like the Mini 3 like I have, it actually shows you in the top corner that there is, you know, the battery life in your control center or anything like that. For the Soundcore Select 4 Go, it doesn't do that. So fortunately, you'll have to use the app to actually see what your battery life is, but it doesn't give you any percentage or anything like that. So kind of sucks, but at least there is a way to view the battery life. Now, this is the feature that I want to say is probably my favorite. If you have 2 of these speakers and you pair them together, you can get true stereo sound. It made these speakers sound so much better, and for the price of these, it's totally worth it. Pricing, here's where it gets a little weird, but it benefits you. So on Amazon, this speaker is listed at $25, which feels like kind of like a steal. Now, if you don't directly go through Amazon, you go through Soundcore's website, they priced it at 50 bucks. Not sure why there's a gap there. And you even have to like dig through the Soundcore site to even find it, which is weird. But hey, if you go on Amazon, you can actually buy a bundle of 2 of these speakers and get a better value than the $50. You may be able to get a couple dollar off coupon like I did as well to get that price even lower. But I'll link all of those, like I said, down below. One thing I do want to mention is some people in the Amazon review section for the Select 4 Go are saying that this speaker surpasses the newly JBL released Go 4. I don't have that speaker. I've only done the JBL Go 3. You could check that one out as well. But hey, maybe if you subscribe and like this video, maybe I'll get the JBL Go 4 and we'll test that one out and see if it's a letdown like its older brother. Anyway, God bless.